Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Robert Phoenix coming to you live from South Central Texas with the Friday FARcast. I will do my best to modulate my pitch today in a way that is equal and balanced so that people who think I'm speaking too softly and are asking me to turn the volume up can hear me, and people who think that I'm screaming and shouting, I'll do my best to lower that so you can handle it too, and we can all come here together on the same ride. Let me just go over to Facebook right here, and let me tell everybody I'm broadcasting live on Spreaker. Broadcasting live on Spreaker. Okay. I still haven't figured out how to program stuff, and so that people know what I'm doing. I had to do 12 noon today because I've been wanting. This is Mercury retrograde. Last week, when I was having a really fantastic conversation with Chris about his daughter, who is in transition, I was disturbed, massively disturbed by the CIA grounds crew out here. So I decided to move the show to 11, and well, a couple things came up today, and I couldn't do it at 11, but one of the things that came up is I had the guy out here at 11 o'clock today, and last week it was 12 o'clock. What are they doing to me? What are they doing to me? It's a conspiracy. There's always a conspiracy. Well, let's jump into it. It's the topic du jour, and boy, are we in it now. Happened during this season of Aries. The moon in Leo, which is waxing, is right on Trump's ascendant and his Mars. So there was some emotional content involved here. Show everybody what a big guy he is. If you have been sleeping under a rock, last night we attacked Syria with 50 Tomahawk missiles. Those are cruise missiles for the uninformed, and went after a Syrian air base. Now, Israel has been firing at Syrian air bases for the last couple of weeks. I've been posting these events on Facebook, and I posted the first one probably about 3 to 4 weeks ago. I'm like, this is it. Here we go. We're headed towards a major conflagration with Syria because Israel does not want Syria to exist as it is. They do not want Bashar al-Assad as the president, dictator, premier, whatever you want to call him, of Syria. They want him out, and they want to have an exchange of power, change of power. Apparently, I have heard that they want King Abdullah II of Jordan to come in and rule Syria. This is kind of the underground scuttlebutt, that it will not be the Muslim Brotherhood. Syria has a lot of Christians. There's a reason why they're getting attacked. They have a lot of Christians. I think Syria and Lebanon have the most Christians in the region. And it all started with this gas attack, which was a false flag and a pretext. And we talked about this yesterday on the show. And I talked about Trump's reaction to it, and it was pathetic. I mean, I had to make fun of it because when these things are so dark and deadly, there's like the only thing that can really redeem any of it is kind of this dark humor. And yesterday I was taking a lot of pokes at the situation, because it was getting very real, and I was doing my best to diffuse some of the angst around what's going on. Well, it happened. And when I heard about what happened, my heart dropped. It really saddened because there are people, innocent people, that have been killed for no reason. No reason. There was no gas attack. And even if there was a gas attack, why should we be involved? You know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like if the government here, which is quite possible, if the government here decided to, well, let's use this for an example, okay? Let's go back in time because we're Saturn retrograde, Mercury retrograde soon, next week. What if China, or what if Russia, or what if some other nation got really pissed off because we killed a bunch of men, women, and children in Waco and basically just gassed them and flicked the match and turned on the flame and, burned down the house and raised the whole thing. And it was our government that did that. What if a country said, "Hey, screw you, man. We're going to hit you with some cruise missiles now," because it's the same kind of a thing. And that's not even saying that Syria did the gas attack. It didn't do the gas attack. Here's what was happening in Syria. ISIS, Daesh, the Syrian Liberation Army, also known as SLA, which is like the Symbionese Liberation Army, they were on the run. They lost Aleppo. It was a huge battle, and they lost. And they were being carted out of there, shown out of there by these phony-ass white helmets. We'll get into them. We'll get into who they are and who's behind them. That's part of today's show. And it's horrific. It's just it's a joke. And these guys they use every single pretext they can in order to go to war. And there's one country that wants us to go to war, and I go ahead. You can say anything you want about me. I don't care. But it's clear that this is Israel, and they are pushing us into a global conflict in Syria. And the alt-right loves Israel. To some extent, they love Israel. Oh, yeah, we're down. Because it's a nationalist identity. Now, we're